just don't like the idea of sharing my man with another woman who has his kids. And I love kids.
Hey, welcome back, Motivation Nation. It's your host, Air Gordon. Look, she said she ain't dating no man with kids. Let's see what she talking about. All right, let's see what's happening.
Okay, let me tell y'all why I don't and I can't date a man with kids.
All right.
Because number one, I don't have any. Number two, I just don't like the idea of sharing my man with another woman who has his kids. And I love kids. But it's just like that whole dynamic, like, I just can't. Because some women feel obligated or entitled to their baby dad's um life outside of them, and they cross boundaries, and I understand, like, oh, my kid, but really I feel like that's just like a power tactic thing. Like, you don't need to know everything your baby dad has going on, just like your baby dad don't need to know everything you have going on. And I just don't feel it's necessary for someone to have to deal with that, especially if they don't have to. Like, if I don't have any kids, I'm not about to deal with your baby mama drama. No, I'm going to exit stage left because, yeah. But
Let me pause it right there. So, let me address what she just said. I'm in total agreement with that. I agree with everything that she's saying 100% because, especially at a particular age, she seems to be much younger. And I don't think that a person that doesn't have kids, that's just my opinion, if that's not something that they want. So it's not a blanketed statement because some women that are young may want a guy that has kids, but I don't see a problem if the young lady does not want to interact or have a relationship with a guy that does have children. And that's her preference. And it makes perfect sense to me because there's a lot of restrictions that a person that has kids have that a person, especially at a younger age, that does not have kids, they don't have. And yes, um, one of the major things that you will have to deal with, unless that other parent has passed away, is you will have to deal with the mother of that child. And sometimes people use children as pawns and they manipulate people based on those facts. And so that can make a relationship that much more difficult. So I don't see a problem with that. And I think that she's going about this the right way and she's setting her boundaries, she's setting her expectations, and that's what you have to do, especially when you are on the dating scene. And I don't see a thing wrong with this, but let me let her go on.
and I also just like the freedom. I don't really want to put anything on pause because you have to do this for your kid or you have to do that for your kid, because that's not in alignment with me. And I'm not putting anything on pause because I don't have to. If I want to go to St. Bart's tomorrow, I can do that because I don't have any kids. You can't do that because you have kids. And if your kid has something coming up, you're going to want to attend. So that's just how I feel about that. I just don't want the headache. I don't even want to battle or debate about it. It's an automatic no for me up until I have my own kid. And when I have my own kid, I plan on staying with the man that I have my kid with. So, yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't think she said anything wrong. I think that this is a boundary that she set. These are her dating rules and these are her expectations, and hopefully she sticks to those. And there's not a problem with that. Some people may find an issue with that, but that's their issue. And when I was much younger, I had the same thing. I wouldn't date a woman that had kids. Just wasn't gonna do it. Didn't want that. Didn't want the. I needed the freedom. I needed to be able to see you when I want to see you, hang out when I want to hang out. I don't want to hear about, well, I got to go over here and deal with his father and the kid's father. I don't want to deal with any of that. You want somebody that's on the same playing field as you are, equally yoked from that standpoint. And so, anybody that tries to shame an individual for that, shame on them. Shame on them. They didn't make that, they don't have that issue that you have. And not to say that it's a punishment or being penalized, but it is the life that the individual that has the child has to live with. And you shouldn't try to force that up on someone that doesn't necessarily want that, and or shame them as far as that goes, if that's not something that they want. But we do live in a day and age where people will hop on the internet and shame people for whatever. So some people will have something opposite to say about this. Some people not going to agree with me. They're not going to agree with her, and that's perfectly legal. But at the end of the day, choices have to be made, and you have to live a real life that's not on this internet. And that real life comes with real bills and real responsibilities. But anyway, listen, I need y'all to jump down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. For all of you guys that's out there dating, would you date a person with kids? Do you have kids? Do you find it hard dating as a male or female with kids? Let me know what you think, because this is a very interesting topic, and I want to hear more from you guys. But anyway, that's it for this video. See you guys on the next one. I'm out.